Gracious God, creator of the universe, and yet the lover of my soul. Alpha and Omega, and yet I can call you friend. I don't have to beg you for anything, but I can thank you for everything. God, I thank you because this is the day that you have made, and I can rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you for this day of magnificence and glory and splendor. God, I thank you for life, health, and for strength. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for peace, love, and joy. I thank you for the essence of you that envelops me right now, from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. We thank you for this day of manifestation. We thank you for the day of revelation. We thank you for the day of impartation. We thank you as you move in the midst of your people to bring us to the greatest times that we've ever seen since the foundation of the world. Thank you, Lord, that for this time and for this season, you've allowed us to be a part of your move in the face of the earth. I thank you, God, for the revolution that you're bringing forth, God, even in the midst of the earth right now. And I thank you for the opportunity to be a part of what you're doing in this hour, because in the last days, saith God, you said you would pour out your spirit on all flesh. And so now we thank you for the pouring out. God, I thank you for the rain and the move of your spirit. I thank you for fresh oil. I thank you for new wine. I thank you for the new thing that you're doing. I thank you now that it does spring forth. I thank you, Lord, that you've called us to be the head and not the tail. You've called us to be above only and not beneath. You've called us to be the lender and not the borrower. You've called, God, that our storehouses would be full and increase. God, I thank you because even I decree and declare that the people under the sound of my voice, even now, are moving in the might of your strength. Not by might nor by power, but by your spirit. I thank you for those that are the sons and daughters of God that are called because they walk not after the flesh, but after your spirit. I thank you for the rising up of the people of your kingdom. I thank you that your kingdom come. I thank you that your will be done, even now in earth as it is in heaven. I thank you, Lord, because you are moving in the midst of your people mightily as never before. Raise us up, oh God, to the standard of what you've called us to be. God, I thank you for the standard of greatness. I thank you for the standard of holiness. I thank you for the standard of moving as the sons and daughters of yours, and not as vagabonds, not as those that never knew you, not as those that are confused and confounded, but God, those that know who they are in you. I thank you for the knowing. I thank you, God, for knowing you. I thank you for knowing your presence. Thank you for knowing your Holy Ghost power that gives us the ability to be successful. Your anointing that gives us the power to rise up and be called blessed. Thank you for that is in us. Thank you, God, for all things that pertain to life and godliness. Thank you because we are not confused. We are not deceived. And we thank you for that clarity of mind and the clarity of vision that allows us to walk forth as kings and queens, as princes and princesses in the kingdom that walk in the earth. We thank you that we are your beloved, and we rise up as the apple of your eye. We rise up, oh God, as those that you love with all of your heart. And God, we love you back. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for soundness of spirit. I thank you that healing is our bread. Healing is our deliverance. By the stripes of Jesus, we're already healed. And we speak forth that healing even now for those that need it. Thank you, God, for every stripe that was taken. Thank you for the bruising. Thank you that he was wounded for our transgressions, bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. God, with those same stripes we declare and we speak healing in Jesus' name. We give you glory. We give you peace. We give you honor. We give you blessing. We give you might. We ascribe all of these things unto you because they are yours. Thank you. The fruit of my lips giving thanks unto your name. Ever giving you all that is yours. Glory, honor, power, dominion, majesty. It's yours. I decree it and I speak it. In the mighty name of Jesus, it is so. Amen and amen.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to welcome you to today's edition of Yes, You O Cubed. And what does O Cubed stand for? One-on-one. Because it's just me and you. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman, and I'm so glad that you joined me on this fine day. Yes, it is Hump Day. It is Wednesday, September the 14th in the year 2022. And I don't know about you, but I tell you what, it's a beautiful day to be alive. And I'm so glad to be here. And I'm glad because you are here. You make my day every day. I appreciate you by coming into the Lion's Den. Now, let's get this party started and crack-a-lackin'. It's another day's journey, and I'm glad about it, aren't you? Now, looky here. We always like to start with the VIP section of the Lion's Den. And I tell you, always beautiful lions come in. They come in roaring. They come in doing their thing. And they just make sure that all the peace, love, joy, and happiness is here for the rest of us when we get here. Now let's look at the third person that came in the Lion's Den this morning. None other than Din Darn, you did that thing. Come on in here, sis. There's a love seat that's waiting on you. Go ahead and spread yourself out and just kind of choose your seat and sit down. Now, don't get too spread out because somebody else is coming to sit next to you. But I want you to be comfortable on today. Thank you for coming in the Lion's Den this morning. Now, the second person to make it into the Lion's Den and just missed it just by the hair of his chinny chin. He was coming around the mountain when he came, but didn't quite make it. The second person and the runner-up to Grandpa Holmes' chair, truck driver, you did that. You just missed it by an inch. You just missed it, barely missed it. But that's my guy right there. Congratulations to you. Tell Din Darn scooch over just a little bit and go ahead and have a seat and sit down. But the winner of Grandpa Holmes' chair is none other than Kim Possible. Kim Possible 7-Eleven. Girl, you gonna be the winner for the week. You are not playing with that thing. Come on in here. Get your lips, get your hips, get your fingertips. Go ahead right on and sit down. Get that seat and sit down, Kim Possible 7-Eleven. Congratulations. You are the winner of Grandpa Holmes' chair. Thank you. And Pastor from the ATL is bringing all that love with her. Yes, she is. She's bringing all that love with her. Thank you all. You all are always beautiful folk. I'm telling you, you're just beautiful. You're just beautiful. And I appreciate you for coming on in the Lion's Den. Mad love to you. Now, you know how we like to do. I got the best moderators anywhere. I'm trying to tell you, the best moderators anywhere. Let's start off with the prophetess. Y'all know who she is, and you know how she comes in. Up above my head, I hear thunder in the air. There must be a Shelly thunder somewhere. Yes, that's the prophetess, and she comes in and she takes such good care of us. Get that mod love going. She takes such good care of us, and she really takes care of STL, and I appreciate you for all you do in the Lion's Den. I thank you, sis. Of course, we then have the leader of the pack. She's walking around today in her rebellies, y'all. She's in her rebellies. Yes, she is trying to buy some pizza, and we're going to go over there in just a little bit. After we leave here today, we're going to the Rebel Inc. And if you're not following the Rebel Inc., quit your wicked ways. Because I'm telling you, she's going to bless your whole entire life. I'm telling you, she will. We're headed over there in just a few minutes. As soon as we conclude our business here in the Lion's Den, we will be rating her channel in just a while. So hold on to your weave, hold on to your wig, because we're headed over there. And today is going to be bangos, righteous and ratchet and the cracks, all of that today. So y'all know you in for a treat. You might as well get ready. And then, of course, the third part of the Blessed Trinity is my quiet storm. Yes, Michelle Brownell, that's my girl. She changes the atmosphere just by being in the room. Look at that angelic face. Look at all these three beautiful ladies. They are the moderators of the Lion's Den, and they all that in a bag of chips. I appreciate you all so much. Now, let's get this party started. Let's get this party crack-a-lacking, because you know how we do it, y'all. We know how we do it. We like to come around, and as my mother says, when you come in the room, speak to somebody. So get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out, because I want to speak to everybody that came in today. So much mad love to each of you. I appreciate you. I truly, truly do. I see you, Rebel Inc. You came in bright and early this morning. Thank you so much for coming in, sis. Mad love to you on this morning. Din Darn, all the way from the UK. You were the first one in the chat this morning. As soon as we came on, you were there all the way from the UK. And I appreciate you, sis. I absolutely positively do. Stacy 546 was hot on her tracks. So much love to you, sis. Thank you for coming in the Lion's Den. Mad love to you. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm booking, and I see all these beautiful people. Not your average guy, my brother. Thank you for coming in the room, sir. I appreciate you for being here in the midst of the Lion's Den. It's always a blessing, sir. Coming on down, and K2 Hoop, that's my sis. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming in the Lion's Den this morning. You are a blessing. Looking and I'm booking and talking Pumps is pumping tall, y'all. That's my girl. That's my friend. That's my Tall Pumps. She's the leader of the, I'm not going to say that word, but she's the leader of the pack. Yes, she is. She's the leader of the pack. And I appreciate you, sis. Beautiful stream Woman Unsilenced had on yesterday. The conversation was real talk, as it always is. If you're not following Woman Unsilenced, which is where Tall Pumps is serving as a excellent moderator, I want y'all to go over there and check Woman Unsilenced out. That's my girl. We're going to have her on the stream in not many days hence. Keep looking for it. Crazy Berrytown. There she is, y'all. There she is. Yes, this is my beautiful friend, and she is going to Zumba you to Zion. I love her. If you're not following her, she's a streamer that's going to bless your whole life. She is my blessing. And she also blesses us here in this space on this channel every Friday at 12 o'clock noon Central Time, hosting and leading us in good grief. Oh my God. And that's a powerful, powerful session right there. You don't want to miss it. Along with Kim Possible 711, the pastor from the ATL. They lead us on a good journey through grief. It is a whole blessing. Michelle Brownell, the quiet storm, is here early this morning, y'all. She's early this morning. I love you, girl. I tell you, she keeps me on my toes and keeps me together. Whatever the weather, my hair stays together. She's my Afro Sheen. Come on through, Michelle, and I appreciate you, girl. I absolutely, positively do. Shelly Thunder. She's in the room, y'all. Good morning to you. You know she's moderating here. She's moderating there. She's moderating everywhere. And I do believe she is nominated. Let me address that. I believe she's nominated as one of the moderators in the awards that are going on the Twitch Awards. I voted for you, girl. You know I did. I voted for you. Every time I saw your name, I voted for you. Go on out there, and if you see Shelly Thunder's name, click that box. Please do it. She's doing a great work and she can't come down. Good morning to you, my friend. Cassandra woke in 2022. She's in the room. She's sassy, classy, and gliding and sliding and enjoying the ride. I'm telling you, Sassy Cassie, I see you this morning, and nothing but mad love coming to you, my friend. Thank you for being here with us. Coming on down, and I'm looking and I'm booking and I'm checking it out, see if anybody came in the basement while I was upstairs. John Studios. There he is, you guys. This is my dear heart right here. Thank you for coming in. He is a streamer. He is a blessing, and he's an angel all over Twitch. If you're not following John Studios, please go out there. Please, please, please go out there and follow this baby, because he's a whole vibe and a whole blessing. Nothing but mad love coming to you, my friend. Looking and I'm booking and I'm seeing who else is in the Lion's Den this morning, and who else could be here but Dr. Dady Priest. The high priestess is in the room, you all. If you're not following Dr. Dady Priest, you know what I tell you. Quit your wicked ways. Engagement matters. She had an awesome stream on yesterday as well. Enjoyed the couple that she had in that has written a book. Phenomenal stream, and their beautiful daughter that was coming in the stream. Dr. Dady Priest is also nominated. Listen, I want you all I don't have the link, but if somebody has access to the link, drop it down in there. Find that link, and I want everybody in here, please go out there and vote for Dr. Dady Priest, because she is more than deserving. She brings so much to the Lion's Den and to Twitch and to the people everywhere. She's just a whole blessing. Come on. I'm looking and I'm booking and I'm checking out who else is here. I see those coffee cups, Stacy. I see those coffee cups, then darn. I see you. Coming on down, and who came in the basement while I was upstairs? None other than my dearest friend, Fairly All Day, is in the room. She is the moderator moderator for Dr. Dady Priest, and I appreciate her because she's a whole vibe all by herself. She absolutely, positively is. Fairly all day, nothing but mad love to you, my friend. Mel Holiday is in the room. Good morning to you, Mel. Blessings and love coming your way, and you be blessed on this fine day. Coming on down, and Teresa Jones, good morning to you, sis. That's my 411 Connect. She keeps me in the know, and I appreciate you for being in the chat this morning. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. She's a hammer bammer. Come on, Rebel. A hammer bammer. Oh Lord, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm coming on down. I'm coming on down. Listen, there's so many in here. Thank you, Shelly Thunder. That's my girl. Voting for the 2022 Twitch Awards, they are now underway. Tune in October the 3rd for the presentations, and Shelly Thunder has put that link in there. Please go out there and vote for these beautiful people. They are awesome and deserving. Let's give them our support and our love. Would you do that? Please go and vote. Now, as we come on down, I believe that's everybody I see in my chat up to this moment. So we're going to get ready. We've got some conversations we're going to have this morning. Get your coffee cup out. Get your coffee cup out. Get your coffee cup out. Yes, we're getting ready to go on over here, and we're going to talk about what had happened was whilst we slumbered, slept, and slobbered, y'all. There are a few things that went down, and I want to say thank you to everybody that has contributed in news from viewers. Y'all been busy out there in their streets. I appreciate you so much, and you all are just keeping me in the know. I'm gonna start with a story that my Forum Connect sent me. This teacher, Lord, we just gonna start real rough and tough this morning. I tell you, the news is something else this morning. This teacher from Louisiana, Jackie 0722, come on in here this morning. So glad to see you. The Diamond Mod Squad has also been nominated under One Reason. Absolutely. Go out there and share some love to the Diamond Mod Squad. I'm telling you, they are a moderating squad like none other. And I believe it's under, if I remember, I think it's under One Reason's name. I think Shelly Thunder, correct me if I'm wrong. So I think it's listed with as moderator award, but then they, I believe, listed the actual person's stream that they mod for, and correct me if I'm wrong on that. So you'll want to definitely, when you see One Reason and moderators, that is the Diamond Mod Squad. Please go out and vote for them. Beautiful, beautiful ladies, and they do awesome work. Now, as I said, this story where this substitute teacher was paying, I just can't believe this, students, offering them money to bully one of the students. Now, I didn't think we would, what incarnation is going on here? Somebody explain it to me, Lucy. Explain it to me. What incarnation? The substitute teacher was paying kids to bully another student. Could it be? Could it be? The devil. Now, somebody explain it to me. Some of y'all out there in the institutions, explain it to me. Are these substitute teachers not vetted? Are they not scrutinized? Do they just sign up somewhere and walk in the door? Good morning, Jennifer. Come on in here. So much love to you. She is also a streamer, y'all. You all go out there and follow her. She'll bless your life. I appreciate you for being here this morning. Now, this help me understand. Help me understand. Help me understand. How in the whole tarnation, Stacy, yes, Rebel, how are they out here bringing people in with assurance? Our greatest commodity. Who in the world hired this woman? So, at the end of the day, I'm like, what in the whole world is going on that you would have, you believe they just show up? Listen, K2 Hoop. Teresa Jones sent me that story. And Louisiana, Louisiana was in on yesterday. Louisiana's back in here today. Louisiana needs some help. And now they're not the only ones, but this is just egregiously atrocious. I read this story and could not believe my eyes. Where in the world does an adult pay children to gang up and bully another child? I just couldn't believe it. I just, listen, Stacey, you'll go sub for free. This is just unbelievable. Now, explain to me what this system and process is, because I just want to know, how did she get in the substitution pool? How in the world did this individual get in the substitution pool? And then how did she walk her lips, hips, and fingertips up into the school and be able to do something as ridiculous as this? I just don't understand what's going on. So good morning, BTD mom. Come on in here. And I'm like, what's going on? I just don't know what's going on. Don't they check for references then, darn? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I cannot figure out how in the world this woman got up into the school and was able to be in a position with the children and offer kids money to bully a child. I don't know. Somebody, I don't understand it. DJ Drew Williams is in the room. This streamer is here, y'all. I want you to follow him and be blessed. Yes, be blessed. Listen, Tall Pumps, I can't understand it. I just can't understand it. It just makes no sense to me. So at the end of the day, somebody in authority, I'm sure, is going to have to give account of these wicked ways, because, baby, that ain't nothing but that old slimy devil and his brother Diablo. So, I looked at that this morning, and Teresa, when you sent that and I looked at it, T, I was like, somebody lying to me. Somebody, surely they're lying. It's what we're dealing with in these days and times. And Louisiana, I just feel like we need to send a whole army down to Louisiana and see, can't we figure out what in the whole tarnation is going on down there, because I just can't get no understanding. Now, in the meantime, I'm looking for, where is it? I'm trying to think. I don't want to talk about the king just yet. No, I'm not going to talk about him just yet. There's another story. And someone sent it to me. I'm looking over here, and I thought it was in News from Views, but it may have been in my Instagram, of a mother, on the other hand, speaking of bullying, who this morning was in the headlines because her son, who was bullied on the very first day back to school, took his life. And the mother is weeping and crying, and there was such an outpouring for her and the young man that took his life after being bullied. Now, this is what I'm trying to underscore here. You saw that article, K2 Hoop. You got a teacher and a substitute teacher that's in here paying kids to bully a child. And then you have a child who comes to school and gets bullied and takes his life. And the mother and the school and everybody has to try to deal with the aftermath of this child who felt like their life was not valued. And of course, bullying is not something that we should take lightly. It really is not something that we should take lightly, which is why and it's just ironic that story was immediately the next story that I saw after I read the story that Teresa sent this morning. The next thing I saw was the young child that on the first day of school committed suicide. after being bullied at school. And if I were a guessing person, I know BTD mom, it's just heart wrenching. If I were a guessing person, this child probably had been bullied last year as well. It wasn't like, oh, first day of school, I got bullied, kill myself. If I was just guessing, it's a child that has repeatedly, potentially, and this is just my summation. I didn't read this anywhere. But kids, I know that we had a particular child that I can remember all the way from elementary school, kindergarten, elementary school, junior high. That baby was picked on his whole entire life. And you know, after a while, you can only take so much. And I feel my heart goes out. My heart really goes out for having children that are feeling so overwhelmed. Now, remember, at that school age, everything that goes on is so vitally important to that child. The ability to make friends or the sense of feeling rejection. You know, there is so much that happens and it's like, so what actually goes on in the classroom? I saw you, K2, who these schools are a mess. My son's English teacher doesn't know how to teach and told her students this is her first year, so she's just gonna wing it. Oh my God. Well, listen, I tell you what, I had an English teacher that he had to be the worst teacher in the world ever. And I'm not kidding. And he was my English teacher my freshman year. He was hired in as the football coach. And I just think they said, okay, anybody can teach English. Here you go. You know, you're here for a coaching position, but teach English class. That had to be the dumbest man I've ever met in my life. And unfortunately, in my immaturity, I told him so. And I told that man I could take his final and pass it on the first day of class. And the man challenged me and gave me, wrote up a test the next day. I passed it and I acted a plum D fool the rest of the year. That some folk just don't even need to be in the classroom. I'm telling you, it's just amazing. It is absolutely amazing. So I'm not, but to stand up and tell the students, I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna wing it. Never let them see you sweat. In football, if you're injured on that right side, you don't get up limping, because they're going to come back and get that right side again and again and again and again. Obviously, she was a novice, because by all means, don't stand up and tell a bunch of kids that. Oh my God. So, you know, where is the teacher development? Dr. Dady Priest, we need you out here in these streets. Where is the teacher development? Because I don't care if, and she's getting paid to wing it then, darn. She's getting paid to wing it. So your son said, looks like I'm getting an A in this class. I'm telling you, when I Stay Lifted 2021, there's my girl. She is a streamer, y'all. She's also nominated. Go out there and vote for Stay Lifted 2021. She's going to bless your whole life. Good to see you this morning. Yes, you know what? And when the students, and there are instances where the students are more keen than the teachers are, that's a bad situation. Because when I tell you I acted a plum D fool for a whole year in that class, this man spelled Nathaniel Hawthorne without one L in it, with missing many letters, and he was the English teacher. Now, you know, this is at high school level. So, you know, I'm like, our school, freshmen were included in high school. It wasn't middle school. Our middle school was only 7th and 8th grade. So this was at high school. And this man was dumb as a box of rocks. Why is he in the classroom teaching? I just can't get an understanding. And as your son said, when you have intelligent students already, it's a waste of their time. It's a waste of their, and that's sad. You talking about, you know, I say this was my freshman English course and I wasted a whole year of freshman English. A garand. What's a garand? What is a garand? What? What is a garund? Do you mean gerund? Do you mean gerund? When the teacher says, we're going to learn today about a garund. A garund. What is a garund? You can't teach me about a garund if you don't even know how to pronounce the word. Listen, Rebel, a garund. You know he wasted my whole year. I was mad every day I had to go to that class. He's wasting precious moments of my life, and there was no learning going on, be it understood. There was no, absolutely none. Z Lady C, woman unsilenced. Oh my goodness, we got beautiful queens coming up in here. Woman unsilenced, you know I done already talked about you, but I'm gonna say it again. If you're not following Woman Unsilenced, I want you to go out there and follow her. She's doing an awesome job. Absolutely. That stream on yesterday was phenomenal. K2 Hoop, what is a garund? Please, please. Y'all see, I ain't took the devil down. Could it be? Could it be? The devil. Y'all wasted my whole year with this man that is dumb as a box of rocks. So, you know, I look at this, I just don't know what to say. Let you look it up, not your average guy, a garund. What is a garund? I just don't know what to say. So, you know, as I said, you know, we need folk like Dr. Dady Priest out here, and this is what she does. This is what she is trained and skilled to do. We need professional development with the adult teachers that are in the room, because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, our children are in some precarious situations here, and it just makes you wonder what is really going on out here in these streets. Now, if I go to a deeper level, can I come here? They want to keep us ignorant. Uh-oh. I said it. 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 They want to keep us ignorant. And so at the end of the day, I have to wonder if this isn't part of the greater scheme to just keep the children uneducated and channel them right on through the school to prison pipeline. We've had that conversation numerous times because you won't even give me a quality instructor to come in here that knows that a garund is pronounced gerund, and much less what it means and how it acts in English. So, Stacy, we had a few teachers like that. Come on, you know I'm not lying. We had a few teachers like that. Deer in headlights, getting a paycheck, that were clueless. Absolutely, positively clueless. So you have a nephew that is a full-time teacher at one of the high schools in Shreveport and have been to college. Come through with that truck driver. I love it. I love it. I love it. Michelle, thank you for lurking. I see you. I see you lurking, and thank you so much. So, you know, at the end of the day, this is something that we have to look at, that we're dealing with. Yes, DJ Drew Williams, dumb as a box of rocks. And I'm like, why are you in the classroom? And please understand, I cannot be forgiven for my inappropriate behavior, because I was out of order. What Rebel says, when she's in a place that's out of order, she gets more out of order. I was out of order, but that class was out of order. That class and that instructor was out of order. Why are you even in the classroom? Somebody explain it to me, Lucy. Explain it to me. So, you know, at the end of the day, I feel even when you start talking about parent-teacher conferences, just pop up and see what's going on in those schools with your children, because this is some dastardly stuff, Saints. So at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is, and I do not. Oh, you meant to say he has no college degree. I got you. Well, and you know, I understand, truck driver. They're trying to make the substitute, because there's such a deficit of teachers in the school system. They're trying to relax even the regulations they have now to allow more people to be able to come in as substitutes, because the teacher shortage is just that critical. So once more and again, come on and pop up, K2 Hoop. Come on and pop up. Any of you parents out there that have children in these school systems, don't just turn your babies over to these peepers, as Rebel would say. Don't just turn your children over to these peepers, because many of them need to be identified. Many of them need to be reviewed, and some of them need to be terminated. So, you know, I gotta say that following these two stories, it's just egregious. The whole idea that you had a school teacher subbing, paying kids to bully another kid. No, ma'am. No, sir. No. No. So it's absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, you know, I just wanted to touch on that. Thank you, News for Views. Whoever put that in, I appreciate you. Now, listen, because I'm gonna come here. I'm trying to pick my battles here before I just jump off into the deep, into the abyss, because you all did such a good job of putting stuff handle. I'm gonna sidetrack that one just for a minute. Let me come. Now, this story, many of you have sent it to me, and a truck driver put it in the Q News from Viewers. Tell me what y'all think about this. This is the black lady, Lizzie Pugh, 71, won a five-figure slot jackpot. She went to the bank. The three white employees, not only did they refuse to cash her check, they refused to return it. Oh my God. This woman, are you cussing up a storm, rebellion? Are you walking around in your rebellies? And this woman, they felt like it was a bogus check, and they refused to cash the check, and also refused to give her the check back. No. Come on, Fairly All Day. I see Florida. When she threw that punch bowl down. I see you, and I hear you too. Stacey, they can't do that, huh? They did. We talking about they can't do that. They did, Stacey. Because at bare minimum, if they weren't going to cash it, you surely cannot keep the check. What are you doing? So listen, it's too early for the Saints to be cussing. Z-Lady C, don't get you started. Listen, y'all. I'm telling you. What Den darn, everybody feel like cussing. Listen. No. Jackie, and refused to give the woman the check back. And then, as if that wasn't bad enough, when they got called and read for field, the bank refused to apologize because they said they did nothing wrong. Could it be, y'all ain't ready for me, could it be Fairly All Day? Just tell me, do. Baby, that ain't nothing but that old slimy devil. And Stacey, you are so correct. That's about to be her bank. Not where she banks. That's about to be her bank. I don't need the bank here for this to be my bank, because I'm going to sue you up the wazooka. Baby, just because. Listen, my checks stay lifted. Listen, you better run me my coins. Do you understand the words that are coming out of? You better run me my coins. So at the end of the day, this kind of behavior, because obviously for her to have that much money, there had to be a check that large, there had to be for that kind of, there had to be in their minds. There's got to be something that this woman is doing that is not right in their minds, in their eyes, in their way of thinking. Because this woman ain't no way under the sun that there's any kind of legal means that should be available to her. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to tell you, where's my money? Where's my money? Somebody tell me, do. Give me my coins back. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Give me my coins. Now, this is really amazing to me. I just feel, they should name that bank after her. Then darn, they should name that whole entire bank after her, because at the end of the day, Lizzie, this is the Lizzie Pugh Bank. Blatant racism, then darn. We're talking blatant racism. So you gotta set it off replay. Come on with that, Cassandra. You know when Cleo got that cigarette and she revved up that car, jacked it up, smoked that cigarette and sat there. Listen, set it off replay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, Cleo. I feel the spirit of Cleo in the room. I'm telling you, it's just egregious. And it's unfortunate that the automatic assumption is that she had to be involved in something illegal. She had to be, as far as they're concerned. She just had to be involved in something illegal to have a 5-figure check. They're going to have to pay more than that check now, then darn. They absolutely positively are. So, listen, Jackie said, show me the money or get these hands. I'm just screaming, show me the money or get these hands. Baby, I'm trying to tell you. Lord, see, so glad it wasn't you, because you would have torn that joint all the way down brick by brick. My dearest friend. You would have torn the whole joint down brick by brick. Fairly. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Brick by brick, I can see you, Fairly. I can see. Don't y'all mess with Fairly. Fairly is as smooth as silk, but baby, don't you get her riled. I got a feeling she gonna tear you a thing or two, or 3 or 4. And you got help from K2 Hoop. You're getting help from K2 Hoop. Oh my God. It is just unbelievable. So at the end of the day, let me see if they actually put the name of the bank. Fifth Third Bank. Is that the name? Fifth Third. And now that's jacked up by itself. The name is convoluted. Fifth Third, F-I-F-T-H, Third, T-H-I-R-D, Fifth Third Bank. So we're going to put them on blast. Fifth Third Bank. So yeah, that name all by itself is convoluted. So you know something wrong with the way they think. Anytime you talk about, I'm fifth and third. I'm fifth and third all at the same time. You know they was confused. The name is convoluted. Fairly, you say, and when you tell brick by brick, baby, baby, there wouldn't be a building left. You be ready to blast the peoples. Listen, this chat done turned violent. Not one thing standing. All 3 of them is fired from the Lizzie Pugh. Come on, because that's the name of that bank now, Tall Pumps. It's the Lizzie Pugh Bank. That's what it is. So you just fuming? Listen, I'm trying to tell you, what is it that people feel the only way black people can come with means and money, it had to be illegally gotten? And that's not an isolated thought. You know, that's an immediate, for whatever, for some people, immediate assumption And you know what they say about assuming. Y'all know, assume. When you assume, you make one of them donkeys patoots out of me. So it is not uncommon. You have a pose. Fairly, you got a pose. We would all be rich. Fairly, I want to see that pose. I want to see that. Girl, take a picture. I want you to get somebody to get a camera and take a picture of that pose, because I'm going to put that in my stream, baby. Anytime y'all see this pose right here from Fairly All Day, somebody better get skirt. Don't play. You're going to tear it all the way down. I'm telling you, they immediately accused her of foul play, K2 Hoop. They did. Lizzie, listen, Lizzie, the Fifth Third Bank, when you finish with it, will no longer exist. Sue them for everything they got. And I think, to me, Dendarn, the worst part, I won't say the worst part, but to add salt to the open wound, the refusal after you were proven wrong and incorrect and inappropriate in all your behaviors, to refuse an apology because you insist you did nothing wrong. You did everything wrong. Everything that you did was wrong. And you feel so brazen and so emboldened in your mindset and idea that this woman it's either a bogus check, she didn't get it the right way, and as a matter of fact, we ain't even gonna give you this check back so you can go out and traumatize and scam somebody else. We won't even give you the check back. No, ma'am. No, sir. Y'all wrong all the way around. But then you turn Fifth Third Bank and refuse to give the woman the check back and refuse to give her an apology. No, just no. Cassandra, they gonna change the name after they give up that they gonna give up more than 5 figures. I guarantee you. You would have chose violence that day. Woman on silence, I'm telling you. I'm just trying to tell you. The pull-up ministry is real. Love you too, Stacy. Mad love to you. You have a blessed day. I don't know when you said that, because I've been in here clowning so much. Oh, you got a posse. I thought you meant you had a pose, but you got a posse. Either way, I want to see the picture. I hope she sues them for every penny. I do too, Dendarn, because this type of behavior, and this isn't anything new for people of color. This isn't anything new, and for people that are like, why does everybody always have to make thing about race? Because this is residue of racism. This is the residue of racism that we still have to fight with on a regular, and it's quite agitating. It's quite irritating. I can remember being in Arkansas and on my way to a ministry for church, and I got pulled over by the popo, and I had a brand new Cadillac, which I was paying for. Ain't none of your business. And the popo asked me what was I doing to be able to afford that car. What? Excuse me, sir. This is what the Joker said to me on the stop. What was I doing to afford this car? So you're implying that I'm out here doing something illegal. You're implying, what are you implying? That man made me so irritated, and I wasn't speeding, and it was a bogus pullover. So, come on, Dendarn, defamation of character, racial profiling, sue him. And I keep telling y'all, listen, y'all get them coins. That's the only way some of these jokers are going to quit their wicked ways. Y'all going to have to go after them coins, because that's the only thing they understand, and it's the only thing they care about, those coins. So, Fairly, this story got you all the way messed up. I'm I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I just get them coins, because that's the only way. We can talk until we're blue in the faces. There's still going to be that mindset by those that are out there that are out of touch with the Black experience and that are consistently accusing. I always want to play the race card. It really wasn't the race card. Yes, it was. You would not have had that situation happen had that been a white person pull up in that bank with a 5-figure check. They would have been happy to cash it. They would have been kissing their tails. They would have been, what can I do for you, sir? What can I do for you, ma'am? Is there anything else you want? You would have got all of that. You would have gotten all of that if that had been a white person. And at the end of the day, we still have to deal with this kind of insanity in this country. And that's real talk and that's real existence. So Lizzie Pugh, get your bank, get all their coins, get all of them. So you would have given him an answer that he would have gotten red in the face. I'm just telling y'all. So at the end of the day, oh, absolutely, John. If he couldn't afford a Cadillac, I surely couldn't afford a Cadillac. So at the end of the day, Divine Curator, blessed morning to you. Thank you for coming into Lion's Den. So good to see you. And thank you for lurking. So much blessings and love coming to you. So much love, so much love. Thank you for joining us, Divine Curator. So yeah, I mean, the implication is if I can't afford it, how can you afford it? I pay my bills. It ain't none of your business how I'm affording it, and get out of my pocketbooks and get out of my living. Cause listen, I work hard and I work hard for what I have. But this whole stop, as I said, it was a bogus stop. I'm reminded of, and I'm gonna move on, but hit them in the pockets hard, lady C. I'm telling you, get them pocketbooks. Tickle them pocketbooks, baby. Tickle them pocketbooks. I'm reminded, excuse me, of Mahalia Jackson, who said she frequently got stopped because she was known to go about town in her Cadillac that she paid for. And sometimes she had on her fur, which she paid for, and she would repeatedly get stopped by the police. And she said she had a deal with her housekeeper, who happened to be a white female. She had a deal. Was it the housekeeper or it may have just been a friend? I can't remember. But whatever the association was, I think it was her housekeeper. But nonetheless, she had a deal with a white woman. Let me just call it that so I don't tell the incorrect truth here, inaccuracy. Whenever she would get stopped, she would tell them that it was this white lady's car that she was driving for her, and the white lady would come to the location where she was to get her out of hot water for driving her own car. So, this is the type of situation. Oh, I see you, Shelly. Thank you. This is the type of situation I just want people to understand. That they don't do that anymore. They don't. Yes, they do. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, having been stopped in some little podunk sundown town deep in the heart of Arkansas by this man that then wanted to turn around on this illegal stop, because I was not speeding. And I tell you what, even from the standpoint of, I will make a point to, especially in those little towns, I'll make a point to drive just a tad under so that they can't come at me with you were speeding in town. And the real issue was he wanted to stop me and ask me that stupid question: what did I do that I was able to afford that car? So, at the end of the day, this is the way, this is the way we are still having to operate in these here United States of America. And I thought when Mahalia Jackson shared that story, in her accounting of her life and how she had enjoyed her life and things that she had been able to do that she never thought she was going to be able to do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. One Reason, I see you. There's the Archbishop of Twitch. That they never thought they would be able to do. at the end of the day, she was just recounting how she was frequently harassed and threatened because of the house that she bought in an area of town where they did not want her there. So, I just need people to wake up to these realities, that they still go on, that it still exists. And here we go. Here comes a raid. Hey, it's one reason and the gospel takeover. Come on up in here. Come on, come on. One reason the Archbishop of Twitch is coming heavy, y'all. He's coming heavy. Come on up in here. Put one reason's emotes in the channel. Bomb it, y'all. Put those one reason emotes in the channel. KB Browns, I see you, my brother. LaShawn 47, Miss P. Smitty. Come on, DJ Lady Rasta. DJ Roll'em 27. Sight giver. She's giving sight to the blind. DJ Charlie Washed. Come on up in here. Miss Fee 07. Shelly Thunder. Tracy Roy 1968. Come on, DJ I7. Mish Mish. She is a streamer, y'all. Follow her. She's a chef that will cook you right on into the blessed promised land. I see you coming on in here. Come on, MC Control 123. T Summers. Come on, sis. So much love coming to you. Thank you for that subscription, that resub, Miss Fee07. Michelle 22. Come on, come on, come on. Y'all in the room this morning. To all of the Raiders that are here, Big Moochie, baby. Come on. Yes. One reason is the Archbishop of Twitch. And we want to welcome every Raider that came in here. Somebody else coming in. I see you. I see you. Miss Spice 1, come on in here. Come on up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Come on in. So glad to have you with us this morning. Thank you for riding that raid train over. I appreciate you. I absolutely, positively do. Thank you for coming in. To your right. To your left. Hey. Now walk it on back. That's the way we do it in here. And thank you for coming in. So much mad love coming to you. And once more and again, for one reason, the Bishop of Twitch. Listen, there's my double portion. There's my double portion. Double Spirit 08, who is also a moderator in the channel of Dr. Dady Priest. Come on up in here, sis. So much love to each and every one of you that rode that raid train over. And of course, one reason, the Archbishop of Twitch. That's my brother right there. I love him. I love him. I love him. There's nobody like this brother on Twitch. And I'm telling you, I cannot sing his praises enough. He shows himself a true brother to everybody. And I just love this man. I absolutely, positively do. Thank you all for coming in. And y'all came in heavy this morning. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Now, we're in here talking about, and we're going to wrap it up here. But listen, we in the while we slumbered, slept, and slobbered. We're talking about Lizzie Pugh, who won that five-figure slot jackpot and went to the bank, and the bank, not only would they not cash her check, they would not give her the check back. And now the name of that bank is about to be the Lizzie Pugh Bank. Because I'm telling y'all, get them coins. Get them coins, get them coins, get them coins. So at the end of the day, this is what you're going to have to deal with. And you know, we ain't playing with y'all. We come to get your money. So listen, we're sick. Like that little boy said, I'm tired of this church. We're tired of this mess. So that's the way it is over here. Now, I thank everybody for hosting the channel. I thank everybody that Lizzie about to have a bank, KB Browns. Lizzie is about to have a bank. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. She about to have a bank. Now, as we continue on, listen, we said on yesterday that this brother is giving us all kinds of vibes and all kinds of feelings that Houston, there is a problem. So listen, let me hold him up for just a second longer. This man, bless his little pea picking heart. This man, come on, DJ Charlie Watts. I like that up there in the corner. Y'all be sure and follow my brother. This man right here. Let me go ahead and take the devil down for just a second. This man right here, and then darn, no shade. I know that this is your sovereign right here. This man right here. This man right here, he's gonna stay in the news. He's gonna stay in the news, y'all. Divine Curator D, we talking about getting them coins. DJ Charlie Watts, we getting them coins. This man right here, I just don't know. Explain it to me, Lucy. Explain it to me. Listen, he got anger control issues. There's something, you saw this K2 Hoop, he got anger control issues.
I just have, is it September 12th?
13th, sir.
Oh God, I'm wrong date. 13?
Yes, sir.
You saw 12 earlier.
What did I go to? I saw 10. Oh God, I hate this.
No, but it's going everywhere. Is anything what's wrong?
What is that?
No, it's so good.
This bloody thing. Everyone's stinking.
Words spoken by the king. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Now, come on, one more time. Let me see if I can roll it back one more time. Well, can we get it back? Can we get it back? Words spoken by our awesome, illustrious, glorious king. I hate this bloody thing. It happens every time.
I just have, is it September 12th?
13th, sir.
Oh God, I'm wrong date. 13?
Yes, sir.
You saw 12 earlier.
What did I go to? I saw 10. Oh God, I hate this.
No, but it's going everywhere. Is anything what's wrong?
What is that?
No, it's so good.
This bloody thing. Everyone's stinking.
Spoken like a true king. I hate this bloody thing. It happens every stinking time. Miss P. Smitty, you said just give it to William. Because they old, Sight Giver, they old. And she, wait a minute, he was like, is it the 12th? No, sir, it's the 13th, sir. You know, and she said, well, you've been signing it the 12th. You signed the 12th early. He looks perpetually constipated. Divine Curator, you said, not my king. All these years, and he's learned nothing, Shelly Thunder. He don't want the job, John. He ain't your king either, DJ Charlie Watts. Listen, I do have some Brits in here. Listen, I have some from Barbara Hardy. Good morning to you, sis, my Visa Day friend. This man, and they both need walkers. We can't say nothing because have you seen our people in leadership in our government? They all are, it's a whole geriatric unit. We got a whole geriatric unit and we're calling it the Senate and the House of Representatives. Ain't nothing but, and the president too. Geriatrics at the finest. She got a church hat on, K2 Hoop. This man is gonna stay. They gonna stay in the news for this stupid stuff. Somebody was like, now we don't care about what he's signing, where he's at, or nothing else. He just keeps on having these daggone episodes. And I'm like, sir, you are the king. Get yourself together. Get yourself together. Now, this is what I am going to say about Queen Elizabeth II, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, God rest her soul. She maintained that regal appearance Listen, you just saw a queen. Whenever she knew she was in public, you saw a queen. As a matter of fact, I saw one documentary and they were talking about when her father became king and she realized that, you know, without a doubt, at some point I'm going to become the queen. Not only was she concerned about her appearance, but she made and took special pains to keep her father's appearance and hair. You see her fixing him his hair and this, because she understood. Listen, when you're in the press, when you're in the public, there's a persona that you must keep. You can't be out here looking and acting any kind of way when you're a royal. Somebody, the king didn't get the memo. The king did not get the memo. I'm telling you, Den Darn, this man did not get the memo on how to carry yourself as a royal. But you know, anytime you can go out and have 3 people in the marriage, as Diana reported, it was reported to me. Anytime you can have 3 people in the marriage, the whole entire marriage, and then marry a side piece and make her the queen consort, I don't know what we thought was going to happen. I don't know what we thought was going to happen. This man is out of control. So you said the king keeps it real. He definitely keeps it real. He definitely keeps it real. This isn't going to get any better. William will soon be in that position. And see, I don't know. I don't know the demeanor and the disposition of William. I do understand that William and Harry have very vastly different personalities. Now, my take on it, I see William more like his dad. I see Harry more like his mom. That's just my opinion, because, you know, I ain't been up close and personal with any of them, Shelly Thunder. So you're talking about just pass the seat on to William and Harry. This ain't it. This ain't it. And it ain't gonna get any better. I don't know. I just have to wonder, what in the world is the world becoming? Because this man right here is so out of control that it's just like, oh, I'm so bloody. It's so bloody stinking mad. I'm just so bloody stinking mad. It happens every time. It happens every time. Come on, man. It's a pen. Ink on his hand and signing the wrong date, Teresa. Ink on his hand and signing the wrong date. So, you know, it doesn't take a lot for some folk to just come unglued. But, you know, I'm going to go back to what SK8843 said yesterday. He's mourning. He's in mourning. So let's maybe have just a little bit of compassion. The man's in mourning. But at the end of the day, I said, I don't think that's mourning. I think these are his true colors. And I really do mean that. I think these are his true colors. I don't think mourning has anything to do with it. So you think Harry would be perfect at this point in time, not your average guy. I think, you know, and as I said, this is my takeaway and my perception of the royals here, not your average guy. I think Harry took after his mother, Diana. And I don't know, because I haven't really seen William, but I think William is more like his father. And that's just my assessment as an outsider looking in, for show, because I'm not even a subject of that realm. But just looking at and observing what I perceive to be their behaviors, that's what it looks like to me. So I think Harry would be the salvation for everybody. Lady T, come on in here, sis. So much mad love coming to you. Thank you for coming in the Lion's Den this morning. If Harry got it, the whole monarchy would be changed. And I think that's probably true, Den Darn, because I'm going to reiterate and echo once more and again. I think Harry has more of his mother's characteristics, whereas I think William is going to toe the line with his dad in that same type of behavior, or that same trend of royalty and royal carrying on, in my opinion. But there you go. You got a walker and you got a walker and you get a walker. You get a walker. You get a walker. You get a walker. They need some Hoover arounds. I'm telling you, it's looking mighty sad. It's looking mighty sad. We got the whole geriatric unit loose up here in all the countries right now, except for you got North Korea over there. Well, anyway, let's leave that alone. So DJ P Food, that's my guy. That's my streamer. He's also up for one of the awards as well, you all. Shelly, if you can drop that link once more and again. And congratulations to all that have been nominated for the awards. I applaud you. Let me give you some applause. I applaud you because you all are doing a great work. And DJ P-Food is out there, y'all. I voted for you, guy. I voted for you. You do an excellent job out there. So please, please, please follow him if you're not following. For those that are nominated, please go out. Diamond Mod Squad from the group that just came in from One Reason and the Gospel Takeover. Please go out there and vote for the Diamond Mod Squad. Shelly Thunder is in a category with herself, by herself, rather. I want to say an individual selection there. Please go out. Please go out. Please go out. These folk getting on your nerves, KB Browns. Listen, this man, there's hope for side pieces, Peace Smitty. There's hope for anytime. You can marry somebody knowing you got a side piece the whole time. It wasn't like this just happened and it just came upon you somewhere in the relationship. You had her when you got your wife. Anytime you can do that and have a side piece the whole time, then divorce the beloved and marry your side piece, and your mama says she can be the queen consort. Houston, there is a problem. That's all I can say about that. Could it be? Could it be? Y'all ain't ready for me. The devil. Baby, that ain't nothing but that old slimy devil and his twin brother Diablo. That's all I can say. And Beelzebub. We got the whole trio going on this. We got the whole trio. Beelzebub, Diablo, and the devil. Everybody's loose up in this piece. And the side pieces said amen. All the side pieces said, you better move out the way. It's my time. It's my time to shine. It's my time to shine. So there you go. For there is hope for the side pieces, Miss P. Smitty. There is. William is more like Charles, then darn. That's my takeaway for sure, for sure. DJ Charlie Watts, you vote for Harry. Come on here. I love it. I love it. I love it. So at the end of the day, Harry is Diana's child through and through. That he definitely gives me those vibes, then darn. He definitely gives me those vibes. And that's how you see it too, Z Lady C. Come on in here. And K2 Hoops, I appreciate you. They are setting him up with bad pen. It's a setup. It's a conspiracy, not your average guy. Okay. I'm gonna let that one go. He's mourning the position that he's in. Ain't nothing like a big. DJ Eyes, ain't nothing like a big. Oh my God. No, KB Browns, I didn't see, you have to send me the clip. The ladies dissing Megan and not shaking her hand. I did not see that. Come on, One Reason. Skip William and give it to Harry. I hear y'all talking. And at the end of the day, he is a whole mess, Z Lady C. And you've heard that William isn't as nice as Harry. So, you know, all of this definitely for us is definitely hearsay since we're not in that groove. Nonetheless, I got a feeling. That y'all not far from the truth up in here. That's why Harry bounced. He wasn't with the royal shenanigans. I hear you, One Reason. Tom won't talk that talk. You agree that Harry is more regal as far as compassion and grace, like his mom, Shelly Thunder. Y'all talking up in here. Thank you for dropping that link in there once more. And again, please go and vote. Please go. Just my opinion. You think that Megan needs to put her big girl panties on and go back to the UK, at least for the sake of the children. Okay, Teresa, I hear you. And I'll say this, you know, even as the opinion that I hear resounding in this chat, that people would love to have Harry as the king and bounce those other two before him. Hey, you know, maybe Maybe you're saying for the sake of the children, but maybe for the sake of the country. I don't know. Maybe for the sake of the Commonwealth. Maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. DJ Chanel B is in the room. Come on up in here, y'all. And I think she's in the running as well. DJ Chanel B is a streamer. If you're not following her, please, please, please go on out there and follow her. She'll bless your whole life. And vote. Come on and vote. Bishop of the Year. Come on. Pastor of the KB Browns. You're funny. You're funny. I appreciate you, my guy. Listen, and so at the end of the day, Charles just thought he was a KFC. Can I get a side piece? Well, baby, he got Kamala fried, dyed, and laid to the side. So if he's at KFC and Burger King, have it your way. He got it all. He got it all. He is the Burger King. Have it your way. Because he got it his way with the KFC side piece. And so fried, dyed, and laid to the side. There she is. And that little cape she was sporting, I was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I need a fashionista to come and give her some design and tips, because that outfit that she had on was not the jam. So that's my opinion, y'all. That you're in the lion's den. You know how we do it in here. No cream, no sugar. We take this coffee strong and black, because I tells it like it Tiz. She needs a fashion coordinator. If you're gonna get a side piece, get a fashion coordinator to keep her looking right. Stay away from them paper mates, not your average guy. I see you. I see y'all talking. Where is the Bic? Get me a Bic. Here we go, y'all. So listen. Thank you for putting that in again, Shelly Thunder. Please go out there and vote for the peoples. 2-piece with a breast on the side. Y'all too much. Y'all too much. He ordered a 2-piece with a breast on the side. I hope she'll get one, then darn. She needs a fashion coordinator, because whoever came up with that fashion choice, no ma'am. No ma'am. You're the queen. And even though you're old as dirt, you don't have to look old as dirt. You know what I'm saying? Come out looking regal. Please, 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 just do that. Dalen, you personally admire her for having her own style, especially with it being so eccentric, to each their own. I hear you, Dalen. And hey, somebody loves her style, and you love her style. I think it's great. For my taste and my liking, you need a fashion coordinator. So there you are. And good morning to Dalen 628. Come on in here, sis. So much mad love to you. And again, the moderators, the Diamond Mod Squad, for one reason, is up for vote. Please go out there and vote for these babies. They do a beautiful job. They absolutely positively do. She wasn't in a spotlight before, so they can let her be. I hear you, Shelly Thunder. I hear you. At the end of the day, you didn't say you love her style. You admire her for making the decision. There is a difference. There is a difference. For sure. Thank you for correcting me on that point. So at the end of the day, I said what I said, and I think she needs a little help from a friend. Now, and K2 Hoop sent that to me. Thank you so much for sharing that with us this morning, K2 Hoop. It was a blessing. And Truck Driver sent me the story on Sister Lizzie. Now, this right here, Truck Driver, and I'm getting ready to segue a little bit. Now, let me see. Before I go there, I think I had one more thing. I want to do this one first. Because this is going to segue me into what I want to talk about for real. This video right here, it blessed my whole life. Let me stop it and take it back. I want you all to listen to this. Now, for whatever reason, I cannot expand this one, but listen very, very closely to what is being said here, and we're going to chit chat on this a little bit, and then we're going to wrap it up with the video that Michelle Brownell sent me on the other day. And I wanted to utilize this to talk on what we're sharing this week. I want us to understand it's time for us to manifest. It is time for us to manifest. Oh, I got a late raider. Designers Original is in the room. Come on in here, sis. So much love to you. So much love to you. And thank you for coming. I don't care. Better late than never. I'm just glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're here. And welcome to the Lion's Den. Now, this one, it's going to be just a tad bit lengthy. It's a 3-minute video, but I want you to listen to what this man is saying. T. Summers, come on in here. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Good to have you in the Lion's Den, and I see that you're in lurk mode. Appreciate you, designers. Now, listen to what this man is saying. And I want you to listen very, very closely. Again, I apologize that I can't blow it up full screen. It just will. Let me try it one more time, see if I can get this joker to come on up. See how the Lord. You have not because you ask not. Oh, you better come on in here. It blew up for me. Now, I want you all to listen to what this man is saying, because there is so much truth in what the brother is spitting. He's just talking. Truck driver sent this to me. Thank you, Truck. He's talking some straight up truths here, and I want to talk about this when we get finished viewing this 3-minute video. So again, please be patient, but listen to what he's saying. Hold on a second. Let me
African agenda.
Hold on just a second.
African.
Let me slide this back. Okay, here we go.
Please do not buy into the anti-African agenda. Africans are hated everywhere. So Soweto cannot afford to hate Africans. Black people are hated everywhere. When you see a black person, see yourself. When you see a black person, say, my brother, my sister, let's work together to build the African continent so that it can compete with the United States of America, it can compete with Europe, it can compete with China. You hate Africans, but you don't hate the Chinese. You always say the Africans are taking your jobs. Stop being used on black violence. Stop being used on an anti-black agenda. Love yourself, and once you love yourself, you love another black person. Now an African who threatens me. The African. Like it another Musadi waka, like it one Nigeria, I cannot have a little Nashem. Yala le now got a little Nigeria, they are true. Don't be scared. We are one thing that was divided by colonialists because they were threatened by the unity of Africans. Can you imagine there is an African currency, Barunal currency of Africa? That currency is going to be more powerful than the dollar itself, because that currency will be backed by the minerals of Africa. Today, the pound of Britain is one of the strongest currencies. Why? Backed by gold. But when you go to Britain, there is no gold mine. But they've got the biggest gold reserves all over the world. Because they come take it here, they came and stole it here, and they've stored it there. And that's what makes them unique. There is no France. There is no France without Africa. The day Africa liberates itself from France, France will collapse as a country, because France, it is based on everything African. They don't have anything to offer to themselves. They keep on taking from Africa. So please, let's make sure that we plow the idea of African unity. We may not be there when Africa gets one president, but we'll be the ones who have planted that idea amongst our children, and our children will salute us forever.
If you like more,
I love it. I love it. I love it. And I say, I love it. I love it. I love it. That man in Soweto, speaking and spitting that knowledge, and the call for Africans among Africans to understand, even as he said, you see Liberians and all of a sudden Nigerians, all of a sudden you have all of this angst and hatred amongst ourselves. And he points out the reality. When we see one another, we've got to see ourselves. Come on here. Baby, he brought all the facts, Fairly. He brought all the facts. Come on, T. Summers, you're heading to South Africa this winter, and you're so excited about it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now, this is the kind of talk that people get scared behind, that don't want to see the white racist system collapse. And when I say that, again, I'm not trying to speak anything negatively, but the reality of those that are privileged, that privilege that is enjoyed by so many white Anglo-European individuals comes at the expense of all of the people that they have exploited. And to have to acknowledge, I loved it when that brother said, okay, you look at England and that pound is one of the strongest pieces of currency out there, and it's backed by gold, but they ain't got none. It's gold that they have stolen from Africa. And you already said they mined it over here. They have no mines. They have no mines, M-I-N-E-S. They have no mines. You go and exploit it from over here and then take it over there and then talk about we're the wealthiest, one of the wealthiest countries in the world. And the United States is just as guilty. So at the end of the day, this is where I hope and pray. Your daughter's going to Nigeria in just a few weeks. Come on, Den Darn. This is where I hope and pray that we understand the same thing that he was saying, as far as like, don't start looking at other black people and getting anxious. They're taking our jobs. They're doing it. He said, listen, we're all black together. And this is what colonialists have done, is to breed this internal fear of a group of people against their own people. And the same thing has been done here in the United States, to tell the truth. The same thing has been executed here very effectively in the United States, where he's saying we don't have, why would we have black on black hate? We are all Africans. And what we need to do, instead of having this sense of you're doing something against me, and come on, we can deal with colorism. Can we go there? We can deal with colorism and this continued angst that seems to be amongst the light complected versus the darker complected. Because listen, I came up during a time when dark complexion was not in, light complexion was in, and everybody wanted to be high yellow, as we called them. Everybody wanted to be lighter complected. And at the end of the day, why? You know, we can go back to the house Negro and the field Negro and all the, at the end of the day, we're all the same people. Why would we hate our own? And then the flip side of that, for those of us that see our brothers, our sisters, our cousins that are mixed or that are very light, extremely light complected, and you get the anger and you get the angst and you get all this negativity, we've got to understand that, again, this is a mindset that colonialists have put in motion to keep us at odds one from the other. So at the end of the day, I love what this brother says. There's so much more power if we would just unify. The privileged ones will be reckoned with, T. Summers, and that's the and that's can we keep it real, T? The reality is those that have benefited. And even though they may not be racist, and we need to have a conversation about that, they have no minds fairly all day. They have no minds. Their minds, they've they've gone and pillaged every other people's resources and took it as their own. That's how you get the riches that you have. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no stuff. You stole it all. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. You stole it all. So at the end of the day, thieves and robbers, come on, even the jewels in the crown were taken from Africa. They were stolen from Africa. We're talking facts here. And these are facts that people don't want to acknowledge and people don't want to talk about, but it's the truth. And you know it's the truth. There's something deep down in your shondo that knows it's the truth, but you don't want to have that conversation. Why? Because it makes your entitlement and it makes your ability to enjoy those privileges, it puts it on shaky ground. So this is the problem that we have. And even in listening and talking with other Caucasian Americans who are not racist, they are not, but they also do not want to lose that privilege. Hear me when I say this. There are people that are not racist, but they do not want to lose that privilege that white skin affords them. And that's just the truth. And that's why in some instances, it's not so much that they are operating in a racist mode, but they are not operating pro-freedom. And there's a difference in pro-freedom and being straight up racist, because I may not be racist, but if I do nothing, say nothing, act nothing, I'm complicit. And why am I complicit? Because my white skin is getting benefits from this situation. My white skin allows me to take a 5-figure check to the bank and I don't get it confiscated. I don't get accused of having stolen it. I don't get accused of it being bogus. That privilege, even though you say, oh, but I'm not a recipient of the privilege. Yes, you are. Just by the sheer color of your skin, you are given a level of privilege that is denied people with black skin, people with brown skin. It's denied just by virtue of the melanin in the skin, and there is a privilege that you're given. And if you don't speak up and say, it's not fair for me to have this privilege just because of the color of my skin, and actively do something, you are complicit. I said what I said and I won't take it back. Therein lies the problem. We have a lot of Americans who do not want to lose that privilege. They don't want to lose it. They don't want to lose what that privilege affords them. So they say and do very little to nothing. Very little to nothing. And so at the end of the day, I need those that really stand for pro-freedom, do something or get off the pot. That's what I say to those that really say you understand the dilemma, you empathize, sympathize, whatever the case may be. I need you to do something or get off the pot. Because we need more white Americans, not just black folk. We need more white Americans to stand up and say, whether it's here in the United States, whether it's in Africa, or wherever the case may be, this behavior must stop. And the colonialism needs to die. Just straight up, y'all. The colonialism needs to die. So at the end of the day, come on here, Fairly. It's an amazing continent loaded with amazing and incredible people, but the stuff is continuously stolen, Fairly. And then how we feel like it's okay to steal something and say, well, yeah, we know we stole it, but it's ours now. Yeah, we know we stole it, but it's ours now. Yeah, we stole that too, but it's ours now. Well, we stole that too, but it's ours now. Come to think of it, we stole that too, but it's out. No. No, absolutely not. So at the end of the day, there needs to be some restitution. There needs to be the idea, if I stole this from you and I really have good intentions, I'm gonna give you your stuff back. How about that? I'm going to give y'all talking about reparations. Listen, I'm going to give you what I stole from you back. How about that? If you really mean well and things have really changed and your intentions and your motives are pure, you don't have to give me my own stuff back. How about that? Give me my own stuff back that you stole. That's what I want. How about that? So this is where in this transitional phase right here, it really is speaking to where the rubber meets the road. Are your intentions really right? Because your actions are going to speak louder than words. Okay. Now that's speaking to the other side of the coin. To our side of the coin, we must unite. We've got to come together and fight against all of the colonialist mindsets that have been embedded and indoctrinated within us, where we're scared of each other, where we do not come together in a true unity, because that unification is the power that is known. If we ever come together, there ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. And this is the thing, and I feel so good about my culture and my heritage, because there's nothing in us that says, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to treat you like you treated me, and I'm going to enslave you and treat you like a dog. No, that ain't in us. That is not in us. But at the end of the day, I will say, you will not oppress me nor mine any longer. We're done with that. Done, so done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. But if and when we come together as a people, the power that we have and the power that we've always had, but has been subjugated, pushed down, buried, and some of us are even confused that we even have the power. That's why we talk boss energy in the lion's den. We talk boss energy in the lion's den. We walk in the room like our ancestors opened the door because they shed their blood, they gave their lives, they were maimed, beaten, and everything else in the hopes and dreams that one day we would do something different and have the boss energy that we had before they stole us from Africa. Am I talking to anybody? So at the end of the day, that brother right there blessed my whole life. That brother right there blessed my whole shondo. That brother right there, because listen, stop playing ourselves down. We know that at the end of the day, you stole the gold, you stole the jewels, you stole the minerals, you stole everything you could get. You stole us. Let's go there. You stole us. You stole us. Am I talking to anybody? You stole us because of that boss energy. And we came over here enslaved and downtrodden and still built this country because even in the midst of all of that, we still knew how to move in boss energy. And we made things happen. Or there wouldn't have been a United States of America. Woo, I'm trying to tell y'all, it wouldn't have been a United States of America. T. Summers, it's over there in my Discord. If you go out in my Discord and go to the section that says news from viewers, Truck Driver put this one in and you'll see it. It's right there in the news from viewers in my Discord. And that video is out there for your perusal. I'm telling you, we just need to come together. This shall no, come on, Shelly, I'm gonna give it to you.
You shall not pass!
We must change our mindsets and unite, DJ Eyes. That's what I'm saying. As people, we are so strong. And I'm not dissing anybody else. I'm not talking about, I'm just saying, let's come together and do what we do, and let's be who we are, because we are powerful. Just like he said there, y'all don't hate the Chinese. Y'all don't talk about all these other countries. Y'all don't talk about these other people. Why would you do that against yourselves? Because that's what colonialism has taught you to do. We've got to tear that mindset down. We've got to come together, and we've got to reunite ourselves for the cause of bringing all of us up out of this pit, this horrible pit that we've been thrown into for centuries. And like Martin Luther King said, y'all stop talking to me about it's going to take time. I'm telling you, just like Martin said, this is why we can't wait. We can't wait. Because listen, we've been waiting for hundreds of years. We've been waiting for centuries, and we'll be in the next millennia still waiting and oppressed, when in actuality you just keep raping and robbing us. We're done with that. Just done with it. Done. Just done. My children are not going to go through it. My grandchildren are not going to go through it, while your children are still getting benefits and privileges and going up the ladder and escalating with less than. No, listen. The strength of our unification would be unprecedented. And again, you ain't got to worry about we getting ready to go in the shit. Now listen, while everybody run around talking about, we about to have a revolution. We about to have a revolution. It's about to be World War III. We about to have another civil war. We ain't going out trying to kill folk because we want rights. We're not going out killing folks because we want to vote. We're not going out killing folks because we want equal education. We're not going out killing folk because we want diversity, inclusion, and equity. We ain't going out. What are we doing? What are we doing? And the folks that are mad, heartless mad, you got an issue. You got the issue. Don't try to project onto me. You got the issue because you don't want to lose your privilege. That's all it is. You don't want to acknowledge thieves and robbers of other people's belongings. That's all it is. You don't want to turn back what you stole from other people. That's all it is. Come on, write the vision, make it plain. Am I talking to anybody? At the end of the day, this concept of coming together and unifying and working together and bringing ourselves to a whole nother existence in our economics, bringing ourselves to a whole nother existence in our education, bringing ourselves, and like, shoot, you got people out here taking your kids and paying folk to bully them. Baby, let me teach our own kids. Let us educate our own children. And I'm not teaching separation. I'm saying what I want to see us do is come to a point where we stop handing our children, our lives, our resources, and our futures over to folk that do not care about us. I said what I said. It's time for us to stop that. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. When people show you who they are, believe them. But I'm like this. You've shown us who you are. You've shown us how you don't care. You've shown us how you will steal and rob and feel justified in so doing. You've shown us all of that. Now, all I'm saying to us is to rise up like Black Panther. And as the mother said to T'Challa, show them who you are, T'Challa. Show them who you are. Because, babies, I'm here to tell you, there's so much more. And everybody knows this. So why do we keep skirting around and dancing around this thing? Why? Because we cannot come together. And when you start talking about unification, all kinds of, honey, it's like turning on the light and roaches start scattering. You turn on the light and all them roaches that been congregated out there in the middle of the flow, just bold as you turn on the light and they start scattering when you start talking about unification. Ain't talking about no war, ain't talking about no violence, not talking about anything out of the way, out of order, just talking about unification. And folks start, baby, their livers start to quiver. Folks start shaking. Now, what do you mean? And what are y'all gonna do? And that's not just white folk, that's black folk too. Because colonialist mindsets, because tell the truth and shame the devil. The Black Panthers were some of the most progressive people that ever walked the face of the earth. And while they were portrayed by this government as people that were out here thugs, robbers, drug addicts, and this and that and the other, that is not the case. And the food program that the government tried to imitate is the food program that they took from the Black Panthers. How about that? Tell the truth and shame the devil. Stop demonizing people that were out here trying to do what you wouldn't do for your own people. I said what I said. Y'all need to get your history right, because so many of these stories that have been retold from the narrative of our oppressors, don't buy that stuff. Stop eating that food. Stop eating at that table. That is a lie straight from the pit of hell. And we eat that stuff up. Well, the press said, well, the press has an agenda. So make sure before you speak on a thing and talk about a thing, make sure you got your information and your 411 correct. But at this point in stage of the game, we need to unify. And I said, listen, separate but equal. Come on. You said this quietly when you were younger, and you'll still say it today. Come on here, woman unsilenced. Come on here. Because I promise you, black education under our black educators for the black children that were in segregated schools, they just didn't have the resources, the books and all of that. But the education they received from those black educators was superior to anything in this country. Y'all ain't ready for me. That's what, come on, run to the roar. Don't be afraid of the roar. That's what one reason said. Don't be afraid of the roar. Run to the roar. We need to unite ourselves together. Am I talking to anybody? Now, I'm going to show this last video and we're going to get out of here because I want to be on time. We're getting ready to go stay with the rebel. And she's going to give us bangos and the cracks this morning. But this is the thing, y'all. It's time for us to manifest. It's time for us to change our position. And not just for some. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody up in this piece. Everybody up in this piece needs that upward mobility. They need that shift. They need that change. And we don't have time to waste. We don't have time to wait. We don't have time to keep on waiting for some savior to come from somewhere. Baby, we got the power to do it ourselves if we would just unite ourselves. Am I talking to anybody in here? Shelly gave me this. I'm sorry, Michelle gave me this. And I'm going to show this little video, and it may seem like, wow, I don't get it. What's the big deal? We need to see ourselves. We need to see ourselves. And I want us to see the reaction that just making the Black Mermaid a Black individual, the impact that this had on children. And I appreciate Michelle sending this to me. I'm trying to see if I can get it full screen as well. For some reason, this full screen doesn't want to work today.
I am
that's
usually
okay.
not
that's
the
okay.
person to get.
But here we go. This.
I am usually not the person to get on the internet.
To understand.
I am usually not the person.
Hold on, sis. I want us to understand. It's time for us to make this shift. It's time for us to start presenting the realities of living to our children, especially, so that they can have hope, so that they can have a sense of feeling positively about themselves. T. Summers, these militia groups are still running around, growing and thriving. Come on here, T. Summers. I hear you talking. I hear you talking. I want you to look at this and pay close attention. Pay close attention to the reactions of these little Black girls. Pay close attention to the reactions of these little black girls just from seeing black representation in The Little Mermaid. Let's watch this and then we're out of here.
Person to get on the internet crying, but these videos of little black girls watching The Little Mermaid trailer, I can't.
I like you so much. Wish I could be.
What'd you say?
She's black. She's a black girl. They made Ariel into a black girl.
Action to The New Mermaid.
She's black?
Yeah.
Nah. For real?
Yeah.
She's black?
Yeah.
She has just like you and me.
She does.
But she's not like me.
Yeah, she's brown like you.
Is that the black version of Ariel? She's black! She's black! Yes, 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 yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! The Black Mermaid! Let's go! Black Mermaid! I think she's brown. Wish I could She's like me!
I'm right.
She's like me! She's black! Mama, she's black! What? Mama!
New Ariel.
Is Ariel? Are you sure that's the real her?
I am usually not the person to get on the internet crying, but
That 2 minutes and 57 seconds right there. That 2 minutes and 57 seconds right there. And yes, Kim Possible, we had the same reaction to the Black Panther. It's time, y'all. It's time to make that a reality where our children feel good when, as the one little girl said, she's black like me. It's time for us to do this, y'all. It's time for us to make the change. And we are the people who can do it.
Oh, I feel for my brother.
Well, I feel for my brother. I feel for my sister. I feel for the children of the black community. And I say, we can do this. I say, we can do this. Let's go. And we're gonna do it united. DJ iRock, Jesus is in the house. So much love coming to you, my brother. So much love. Hold on to your weave and hold on to your wigs. We're headed over to spend time with the Rebel Inc. Yes, she's got bangles and the cracks ready for you this morning. I hope that you all were blessed by today's episode because, baby, it's time for us to unify and it's time for us to take the resources that we own and the resources that are ours, and we got to pull together and unite, and we gonna change this narrative. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? We're going to change this narrative, Woman Unsilenced. And just like seeing that change the trajectory of those little girls' lives, Woman Unsilenced, I saw you when you said it. We're out here to change lives and make a difference. This ain't no joke and this ain't no plaything. We're out here to do this. So let's do it together. Come on now, you can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, Discord, and more, y'all. I'm out there. I'm everywhere. I'm out there. Mike City said I might be in your house. Listen, and the mantra that we have, we don't have a spirit of fear. We don't have a spirit of intimidation. And we sure don't have a spirit of hatred. This is all about the love. And when I'm operating in love, I am all powerful in love. And we're talking about making a change, just like that little mermaid right there, just like Ariel was able to make a difference in all of those young black girls that saw her that and looked like them. Listen, we're about to be the change. We're not doing it on our own. This pride, Pride. This Pride Alliance is relentless, and you're gonna hear us roar because it's us, you, me, we all. We're all in this thing together, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let go, let go, let's go. Now listen, this hasn't been the den of iniquity. This has been the den of activity, and I appreciate all of the Lion support that has been here. Thank you for those roaring biddies, DJ Charlie Washed. I appreciate you for your support. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Our moderators, the Blessed Trinity, the Rebel Inc., Shelly Thunder, and Michelle Browno. Those are my girls. Love you to life. Thank you for following Miss Spice One, DJ Charlie Wash. Thank you so much for following, and welcome to the Lion's Den. Stay Lifted 2021. That's my girl. Miss Fee 07. That's my girl. Thank you for the resubs, and I appreciate you. Now listen here, listen here. One reason, and everybody that came on that raid, I appreciate you. Y'all my peeps. Mad love to every last one of you. Now, as we get up out of here, Shelly Thunder always tells you, have an amazing day on purpose. And listen, this is what I want to tell you. Do what you love and love what you do. Peace for your journey.